Hello everybody and welcome along to the WeROC once again, and welcome to the Race of Champions. It is the moment that you have all been waiting for. You've watched the quarterfinals, I hope. You've also watched the semi-finals, I hope. And we're here for the final of the World Racing Community Race of Champions. So it's on the PC side, of course. We have had the PS4 one, and hopefully the PS4 final should also be available to watch. It is fantastic watch nonetheless. If you need to catch up, go watch them now and come back when you're ready. Here we are at the Hell Circuit once again. 2 laps around this circuit. Driver on the outside will take the Joker lap, and the driver who started on the inside will take the Joker lap on the second lap. 3 different cars. Of course, we have the 4-wheel drive supercar, the cross car, and the Clio Super 600 in case there is a tiebreak. But here's your lineup for the PC final. It's an all Ascaro final. It's Alexander Bottas versus Juna Pankinen. Of course, Juna, the reigning Dirt Esports World Champion. So it's going to be an interesting one to see who's going to come out on top. But if you were to tip somebody, of course, I think it would be Juna. My name is Supercooler, of course, and unfortunately Wesley is not unable to join me today, but I'll do my best to take it through the actions. Here we go for final round number 1. It's Oscar Alexander Bottas versus Oscar Juna Pankinen in the 4-wheel drive Polo Supercar. 2 laps, of course, around the Hell Circuit. And if you are unfamiliar with the format, I will, of course, take you through it, and you will get used to it as we watch. So, who are we going to give the tip to today? I think it's going to be Juna, so we'll, of course, wait and see. Bottas has put on some incredible performances over the course of this event. And here we are for the first event of the final. Bottas on the inside, Pankinen on the outside, and away they go from the line. Bottas on the inside will take the standard lap. Pankinen will go into the joke lap. Watch him as he sends the sides. I think he got that a little bit wrong, a little bit on the outside there, as Bottas now makes his way through the left-hander and downhill. Pankinen actually did manage to get that very nice. It just looked like he took a wide line in there. Bottas down the hill into the right-hander on the gravel. Here we go then. Bottas trying to hold that lead. Pankinen's going to be chasing him. I think it's going to be rather tight on the Joker exit. Here he comes through the last corner then, has become about to go over the line then. Of course, the Romanian colours on his car looking wonderful. The finished colours on Pankinen's car. In goes Bottas. You'll see him ahead in the Joker lap. Pankinen into the standard lap. Let's watch for the exit. Where is Bottas? We're going to be looking for him on the inside line at the next corner. Bottas, he's got him. He's got him ahead just about. Pankinen, a little nudge on the bumper. But Bottas ahead of the world champion. Now, Bottas into the right-hander. Pankinen has a look. There's contact made. There's contact made as they run up towards the hill then. Pankinen looking for any sort of opportunity to get past. Down the hill they come, a little tap in the rear then. Pankinen on the inside, makes contact with his teammate, up the inside of the last corner. Pankinen across the line, Bottas is off into the wall. Pankinen takes the opening round then. Unbelievable scenes. Pankinen trying almost what Timmy Hansen did in Sweden back in 2015 or 2016, when he tried that last corner overtake on Matthias Ekström. Juna coming across the line there, and I've just heard that I believe Pankinen has received a penalty. Yes, Pankinen has received a penalty, which means that Bottas has won the first round. So that's going to make things interesting then. So Juna actually needs to win this to bring it to a tiebreak. Bottas could potentially win this, but we've got the cross cars to come first. Let's see, round 2 of the final. Bottas versus Pankinen in the rear wheel drive cross carts. Motorbike games in the back of these things, absolutely insane pieces of kit. Bottas on the outside, then Pankinen on the inside. So a penalty for Pankinen in the opening round then. This is going to really affect him. He's really got to put on performance here. Pankinen onto the standard lap, Bottas into the Joker lap. Now you got to be really, really careful getting these things straight, because they are rear wheel driving. They really do want to spin you in down the hill then into the left-hander. Bottas chasing Pankinen down the hill. Into the right-hander goes Pankinen. Bottas now on the brakes, getting it turned in. Got to avoid the curbs. Very nicely done from Bottas. So you're watching Pankinen over the hill. This could be very tight on the Joker exit, as it was last time. Bottas always clipping the barrier there. Absolutely spot on then. Really putting it to his world champion teammate here. Across the line they go then. Pankinen across the line. Now Bottas across the line. Pankinen on his way into the Joker lap. Sends it into the Joker lap. Getting it turned in. Watching out for Bottas on the outside line. Where is he? Is Pankinen ahead? Just ahead. Pankinen. Bottas on the inside. Pankinen goes a little bit wide, but manages to get the drive out. Bottas chasing him down the hill now. Pankinen trying He needs to win this to bring it to the tie-break. So, coming through the right-hander there, up the hill on the gravel. Bottas trying to chase back into it. We're looking for any sort of mistakes the Finn is going to make. Through the left-hander, almost clipping the barrier. Bottas harrying the car really late on the brakes there. Goes a tiny bit wide though. Pankinen now up the hill. He is going to take race 2 and bring it to a tie-break in the WERC Race of Champions final. This is what we wanted to see. Pankinen did cross the line in the lead during race 1, but he of course received a penalty for what was seen as an off-track overtake. But nonetheless, 1-1. Bottas versus Pankinen. The WERC Race of Champions PC final is going to a tie-break. I cannot wait for this one. Bottas in the Romanian colours, Pankinen in the Finnish colours. Your teammates. This is going to be a really, really intriguing battle. Don't know who's going to come out on top. Bottas has really put a fight to it, but here we go. The WeROC final. Bottas on the outside, Pankinen on the inside. Super 1600 Clios. Away they go. Bottas will have the Joker lap once again on the outside. Pankinen will go into the standard lap. Into the Joker goes Bottas now, a tiny bit wide, but manages to get it back together with the front wheel drive. Now on the exit, trying to get the power down as much as he can. Perhaps a little bit wrong from Bottas there, but we'll see in due course as Pankinen now tries to build the gap. Bottas now down the hill, looking at his teammate up the road. He needs to keep a decent gap here. Pankinen also needs to keep focused. He needs to be already thinking about the Joker exit. Up the hill they go then. Bottas chasing him. Into the left-hander then they go. Pankinen now about to come across the line. Bottas through the last corner now. Keep an eye on this one. This is for the title of Champion of Champions. Pankinen into the Joker lap, getting it turned in. He's on the power already. Watch for Bottas on the outside line. Is Pankinen ahead? Yes! Yes, he is. Bottas is behind. Bottas is behind now. Is there any chance for the Romanian to make a pass here? Pankinen down the hill. Bottas is chasing him, but I think he made a mistake in the Joker lap, which may have cost him some time, and it certainly cost him enough time to put Pankinen ahead. Pankinen now up the hill, through the left-hander for the last time. Onto the brakes, Bottas chasing, harrying that car in the background through the last corner. Tuna Pankinen is the champion of champions on the PC side. He is crowned the world champion. He is, of course, the Dirt Esports World Champion and is now the WERC Race of Champions champion on the PC side. A well-deserved victory, but he did have to fight for it. Bottas managing to get the better of him in the four-wheel drive supercars. But there it is, the confirmation. The WeROC 2018-2019 champion is Oscar Arjuna Arjuna Pankinen. Of course, absolutely well-deserved. He is a world champion already, but this is another title to add to his list of titles. He should get himself a nice little trophy sent out to him by, of course, Damien. And we do have, of course, a few words of thanks to say. Of course, particularly I want to say a big thanks to all the drivers who participated. You put on an absolutely incredible show, and this event has been absolutely amazing. Secondly, of course, we cannot end this event without saying a massive thank you to Damien. Damien, of course, is the admin of this league. He owns this league. He put this event together, and it's so unique. Nobody else has done it, and he has done an absolutely incredible job putting this together. So, an absolutely big word of thanks to him. And of course to the person who edited this video, and the editors, and of course Jess and Wesley for doing the commentary. And it's been my pleasure to bring you the action on the PC side. It was unfortunate that Wesley just couldn't join me today, but either way, I hope you enjoyed all the action, all the commentary. There it is. You can see the move that Pankinen made up the inside of the last corner. He did get a penalty for that. Bottas run out wide, trying to keep himself ahead, but Juna picking up the penalty. He then took 2 race wins in a row, proved that he is the very best of the best. So, unfortunately, that brings an end to the action here at WERC. We thank you all for joining us. We thank all the drivers. We thank Damien. We thank you all for joining us, as I said. And we hope to see you once again for another Race Champions event. Thank you, and goodbye.